You know, that was a testament of the respect that he had for me, because he wasn't trying to hit it.
Yeah, he wanted to drop. He's artist.
Yeah, I mean, you know how that is. Hit you, you want to. So to me, that was a testament of the respect he had for me, and I had to like really, you know, let him know, okay, I really mean this.
Right.
You know what I mean? This don't make sense.
Drake's so-called other daddy, J. Prince, looks like he's stepping away from him too. And that's wild. How many more hits can Drake take before the walls cave in? For years, Drake bragged about J. Prince riding for him, bragging about those Houston ties that supposedly made him untouchable. But after Kendrick threw down that chilling warning, saying he's ready to drag Drake even deeper if pushed, the word on the block is clear.
I don't believe J. Prince is a professional anything. He's a CEO of a rap label, so he's a professional entertainer. So he can entertain. He's been in the entertainment business. He ain't been in the street business. I think that's where y'all get it twisted. Y'all think the niggas in the entertainment business are real gangsters. If you know their name in the entertainment world, there's no way they know gangster.
J. Prince doesn't want anything to do with him anymore. Now, let's not forget J. Prince has been Drake's fixer for years. He squashed the whole mess with Kanye, shut down NBA YoungBoy when he came swinging, and even checked Diddy after that infamous slap. J. Prince was the one keeping Drake's name shiny while handling the dirty work behind the curtain. But here's the twist. During this explosive clash with Kendrick, J. Prince has gone ghost. Not a word, not a move. Silence louder than any diss track. And that silence is screaming that Drake's no longer under his protection. And let's be real, if J. Prince was still on guard duty, there's no way he'd let his golden goose get dragged this bad in public. So the million-dollar question is, why did J. Prince suddenly ditch him? Rumors are running wild. Some say Drake might have betrayed the man who protected him, while others whisper that J. Prince saw Kendrick's fire and decided he wanted no smoke.
James, last question. Go this way. Do you not like us?
Sorry guys, thank you.
Thank you, Drake Prince.
Word is flying that Kendrick might be holding some heavy ammo. Claims about dark secrets tied to J. Prince down in Houston. And when I say dark, I mean whispers of scandal straight out of a Hollywood crime flick. Streets are buzzing that J. Prince could be tangled up in some shady business. Stuff people compare to Diddy-level drama. Everything from suspicious dealings to ugly rumors about women being moved around in the nightlife scene. One hot spot that keeps popping up in the chatter is Houston's Area 29 club. Allegedly, J. Prince's own son is linked to moving women around for Drake and the OVO circle. And if that ain't enough, listen to how wild this gets. Remember Drake's Family Matters line, drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the...
And we, you know, we couldn't get caught up in that.
Right.
That was a moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? We big pitching thinking.
Right.
So we had to keep it moving.
People online are dissecting that lyric like it's a confession tied to this very club. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Rumors have swirled for months that J. Prince himself might have been connected one way or another to the heartbreaking death of Takeoff from Migos. And Kendrick's scorching track Euphoria even has lines that fans say sound like a warning shot that he knows something deeper about what really went down that night. Now, let me be crystal clear. These are street rumors, online whispers, pure speculation. I'm just breaking down what's being said out here. But it raises a real question. If J. Prince was always Drake's shield, why did he suddenly vanish from the picture? Why go silent now when his boy is catching the worst heat of his career? Back in the day, J. Prince wasn't just another name in Houston. He was the kingpin of the city. His crew had a vice grip on H-Town until the streets got too hot, and that's when he switched lanes. Instead of going down with the game, he went legit and built an empire in music. In 1987, he founded Rap-A-Lot Records, a powerhouse that shook the South to its core. That label birthed legends like the Ghetto Boys, Bushwick Bill, Scarface, and Willie D, dropping classics like Mind Playing Tricks on Me that still hit hard today. And it didn't stop there. J. Prince gave shine to acts like Zedro, Divin the Dude, Do or Die, and more. With Rap-A-Lot, J. Prince basically laid the foundation for Southern rap, carving out a lane that would change hip-hop forever. He also forged a tight bond with UGK's icons Pimp C and Bun B.
Hey, cameraman, make sure you gotta get this man raised me in the game right here. You gotta get this man on camera real quick. Yeah. Get the legendary Bun B on camera real quick. This is my dog right here. Raised me up in from a little puppy dog.
Two names Drake can't stop referencing in his music. Drake himself built real ties with Bun back in 2009 when Bun hopped on So Far Gone. And since then, Drake never misses a chance to praise him. That Houston stamp gave Drake credibility he couldn't buy. Now, J. Prince was always the man who got his way. Some call him a respected OG. Others whisper he used muscle tactics to make things happen. Either way, the man was feared and respected. Then came 2006 when his son Jazz Prince stumbled on a young Drake through MySpace and instantly saw potential. Jazz wasted no time linking him with his father, and the rest is history, with Lil Wayne soon brought into the fold. At first, neither J. Prince nor Lil Wayne saw anything too special in Drake, but Jazz Prince, he was locked in. He believed so strongly in Drake's potential that he even slipped him some exclusive Lil Wayne beats to rap over. That persistence paid off because eventually Weezy caught on, and once Wayne co-signed, the doors to Young Money swung wide open. Drake himself even rapped about this moment on Look What You've Done. Then Wayne calls up my phone. Conversation wasn't that long. It gets me a flight to Houston in the morning. Oh, it's my time. Yeah, it's on. His thinking of signing me. I come home. We make a mixtape with 17 songs and almost get a Grammy off that thing. They love your son, man. That boy gone. That's Drake literally documenting the birth of his career. By 2007, J. Prince made it official, signing Drake to Aspire Music Group, a label partly owned by his son Jazz and Wayne's manager Cortez Bryant. That move gave Drake his big break and directly connected him to Young Money's empire. And that's why so many say J. Prince was the hidden hand pulling strings behind Drake's rise. From that point on, J. Prince became more than just a co-signer. He was Drake's protector. Every time a beef threatened to explode, Jay stepped in and shut it down before things got ugly. Just look at when he called for a ceasefire during the Pusha T drama. Drake instantly fell back. J. Prince insisted it wasn't fear that kept Drake quiet, but pure respect for the man who built the foundation under his career.
Your dad told you to go out and find artists in the bus.
Yeah.
Who'd you find?
Drake.
That was the first artist you found?
That was yep. That was my first artist that I went out to look for. I came across all the artists. I came across Soulja Boy before. I came across, that was when everybody was popping. That part a rock star group. I came across a lot of people, but Drake was something that, when I heard, I was like, I get it.
Okay, so you're in Houston, Drake is in Canada.
Yeah.
How did you come across Drake?
MySpace. I'm the internet man. I know how to get on there and find what I like. And I came across his page, and I was like, I look like Toronto. I think that was the first time I ever even heard of Toronto, Canada. Honestly, I was like, Toronto, where the hell is that? Oh, he's dope. I sent him a message and he responded. So.
Okay, so you found Drake on MySpace.
It was brand new. It was, I think, a comeback season mixtape, and he had a video, Replacement Girl, him and Trey Songz. That's where I was like.
At the start, Drake didn't exactly blow J. Prince or Lil Wayne away. They weren't convinced. But Jazz Prince, he was relentless. He just knew Drake was destined to blow. Jazz even slipped him exclusive Lil Wayne beats to rap on, trying to prove the kid was different. And sure enough, Weezy finally paid attention. Once Wayne believed, the game changed overnight. Drake even told the story himself on Look What You've Done. Then Wayne calls up my phone. Conversation wasn't that long. It gets me a flight to Houston in the morning. Oh, it's my time. Yeah, it's on. His thinking of signing me. I come home, we make a mixtape with 17 songs and almost get a Grammy off that thing. They love your son, man. That boy gone. That's straight from Drake, describing the exact moment everything flipped. By 2007, the deal was sealed. J. Prince signed Drake to Aspire Music Group, a label partly owned by his son Jazz alongside Cortez Bryant, Wayne's manager. That one move cracked the door open for Young Money and set Drake on the path to superstardom. And that's why people say J. Prince's stamp was more than a cosign. It was protection. It was leverage. It was power. Drake's loyalty to Houston that all traces back to J. Prince. And in return, Jay was the one stepping in, making sure no rap beef got out of hand. Like when Pusha T clashed with Drake, Jay called for peace and Drake immediately played it cool. Jay Prince insisted it wasn't fear that made Drake fold, but respect for the man who made sure his empire could even exist. Fast forward to May 2023, and Jay Prince was still out here fighting Drake's battles like a bodyguard in the shadows. This time, the drama came from NBA YoungBoy, who had thrown shots at Drake on his album Richest OPP. The tension came after Drake allegedly refused to collaborate with him out of loyalty to YoungBoy's rival Lil Durk.
You ended the beef between Drake and Pusha.
I guess you could say that.
On his track, F the Industry Part 2, YoungBoy rapped to Drake cross FaceTime. He wasn't feeling me. Told me that he F*** with Durk. Damn, that is getting to me. Told me that he liked the ish I'm doing, but he can't do ish with me. So when we cross our ways, F*** what you say. Be you my enemy. Asterisk. That was YoungBoy drawing a line in the sand loud and clear. And right when things looked like they could spiral, Jay Prince swooped in. He posted a photo alongside YoungBoy and Birdman, attaching a long message aimed straight at YoungBoy. It wasn't just a warning. It was a public declaration of loyalty to Drake. Jay Prince wrote, "I must address the song where my name and Drake's name were mentioned to the little homie. As I said to you privately, I say to you publicly that Drake is my son. He rolls with me. Therefore, I think it's a good idea to take him off your enemy list because the truth of the matter is we got nothing but love for Durk and your accomplishments. When I put Drake on that FaceTime call with you, my intent was for y'all to move forward, not backwards." That was Jay Prince making it clear crossing Drake meant crossing him too. Jay Prince once said, "Two things we get every day are a chance and a choice. The choices we make determine our destination." And for years, he chose to ride for Drake, always stepping in whenever Drake locked horns with another rapper. But everything shifted after the heartbreaking death of Takeoff in Houston back in November 2022. Jay Prince's son, Jazz, was reportedly in charge of making sure Migos were safe while in town that night. Ever since, whispers have been swirling that Takeoff's death might not have been as random as it seemed, that maybe it was even a setup. And since Drake wasn't just an associate but had actually toured with Migos in 2018, his silence after the tragedy spoke volumes. People noticed how he stayed completely quiet, like he didn't want to get caught in the crossfire of rumors linking back to Houston. But here's where it gets even messier. On Euphoria, Kendrick drops a line that had everyone's head spinning. His daddy killed. He want to be Junior. They must have forgot the ish that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I'll park his son.
This is Jay and Jay Prince. I'm making this video to address the ongoing back and forth between myself and Drake. Both me and Drake have taken shots at each other and kind of put it to rest. I'm asking Drake on December 7th to join me on stage as a special guest to share the two biggest albums of the year live in Los Angeles, with the ultimate purpose being to free Larry Hoover. I believe this event will not only bring awareness to our cause, but prove to people everywhere how much more we can accomplish when we lay our pride to the side and come together.
At first, fans thought Kendrick was throwing shots at Drake's real father, Dennis Graham. But others started connecting the dots. What if that bar was aimed at Jay Prince and his family? That would explain why Kendrick's words shook the streets so hard. Some fans thought Kendrick's daddy bar was a shot at Birdman, but more and more people are convinced it was aimed squarely at Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince, and his rumored ties to Takeoff's death. The theory is that Kendrick wasn't just spitting random bars. He was warning Jay Prince directly, "Stay out of this beef or I'll put your son's name in the spotlight." And you know what? That warning might have worked because Jay Prince has been silent ever since. The man who once stood tall behind Drake during every feud suddenly has nothing to say while Kendrick drags Drake through the mud. Kendrick didn't just go at Drake. He got the entire industry laughing at him. And still Jay Prince hasn't offered a single word of defense. When Jay Prince was asked about Kendrick's viral diss "Not Like Us," his reaction said it all. Cold, dismissive, almost like he didn't even want to touch it. And while his son Jay Prince Jr. did chime in with an opinion nobody asked for, it carried no weight and only fueled more questions about where the real power in Houston went. So, where's all that energy Jay Prince had for Pusha, Kanye, or even NBA YoungBoy when they came for Drake? This Kendrick feud is the biggest war of Drake's career. And the silence from his so-called daddy is deafening. And this is where things start looking real shady. Because J. Prince going quiet ain't just about staying neutral. It's got people whispering that maybe he's protecting himself more than he's protecting Drake. Think about it. Jay was always quick to flex his power when it came to Pusha, Kanye, or even Youngboy. But now, when Kendrick has the whole world clowning Drake, he's nowhere to be found. That silence is louder than any diss track. Fans online are even speculating that J. Prince knows Kendrick is holding some heavy dirt on him. And instead of risking exposure, he's letting Drake fight this one alone. That's a dangerous look because Drake built his brand on being untouchable in Houston, and that untouchable image came straight from J. Prince's backing. Without that shield, Drake looks more vulnerable than ever. And let's not ignore how Kendrick's Not Like Us turned into an instant anthem with clubs, festivals, and even rival rappers celebrating Drake's downfall.
You need to be f***ing me up, right? Because you try to glorify bull. Like, you try to glorify soft shit. You try to glorify that ain't that. It's flaw. We know when flaw when we deal with them in the streets. We know when flaw. Like, we understand that they flaw. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real shit. We ain't gonna capitalize off no being flawed, weak as hell. If we understand what a nigga weak as hell, then he a street, call himself a street nigga. He could be a street, but he's still weak as hell. We don't capitalize and try to glorify it. Nah, we gonna sit here and have conversations about strong as us. We don't have conversations about niggas weak as hell.
Normally J. Prince would have stepped in to shut that down fast, but this time is acting like he doesn't even care. Some say it's fear, some say it's betrayal, and others believe J. Prince is just tired of carrying Drake's weight. Either way, this feels like the first time in Drake's career that he's truly on his own, and the vultures in the industry are circling. Word on the street is clear. After Kendrick fired off those warning shots, dropping lines that seemed to reference Jazz Prince and the tragedy of Takeoff's death, J. Prince straight up left Drake hanging. One fan put it perfectly. Cade had just told J. Prince, "Don't let it get shaky. I'll park your son," just so he knew what timing he was on. Another fan added, "Prince knows he can't mess with the West Coast. He knows better because this is the wild, wild West, and out here we don't play." Now that's a heavy message. So the big question is, did J. Prince really abandon Drake because he's scared of what Kendrick might bring to light? Or is he just choosing silence to protect himself and his empire? Either way, it's the first time Drake looks truly exposed and the world is watching every move. So, what's your take on this messy situation? Did J. Prince really cut ties out of fear, or is there something deeper brewing behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Share this with your people.